Sleeping with the enemy, I married a scammer who refused to touch me, then discovered his criminal sister was his real wife. My body is my choice. You can't demand anything from me, Trevor said, his voice cold as ice as he turned away from me in our bedroom. The words hit me like a physical blow, leaving me standing there in the silk nightgown I had carefully chosen for our 6-week anniversary. 6 weeks of marriage, and my husband had not touched me once. My name is Justine Crawford, and at 27, I thought I had found my fairy tale ending when Trevor Caldwell proposed to me last spring in Denver, Colorado. The wedding had been everything I dreamed of, a beautiful ceremony at the prestigious Highlands Country Club. But as I stood in our bedroom that night, watching my husband's rigid back as he pretended to read his phone, I realized that something was terribly wrong. "Trevor, we're married," I whispered. "I'm your wife. I just want to understand why you won't even hold my hand, let alone—" "Don't finish that sentence," he snapped, finally turning to face me. His green eyes, once warm during our courtship, now held nothing but annoyance. "I told you my body belongs to me. Marriage doesn't give you ownership over it. Marriage doesn't give you ownership over it." The word boundaries felt like a slap. During our 8-month courtship, Trevor had been affectionate and romantic. But the moment we returned from our honeymoon in Aspen, where he claimed exhaustion every night, everything changed. I decided that something was very wrong with my marriage, and I was going to find out what. The next day, I announced I'd visit my sister in Phoenix for the weekend. Trevor's hand froze momentarily on his coffee mug before he nodded. "That sounds nice. How long will you be gone?" "Just the weekend." "Why? Will you miss me?" I asked, testing the waters. He shrugged without looking at me. "I'll manage." The casual dismissal confirmed my suspicions. Trevor seemed relieved whenever I left the house. During our courtship, he had hated when business trips separated us. Now he practically encouraged my absence. That afternoon, after Trevor left for what he claimed was a client meeting, I searched through his things. His office was suspiciously organized, but as I was about to give up, I noticed something odd in the trash can, a receipt from a flower shop in Las Vegas dated 3 weeks ago. When Trevor claimed to be at a financial conference in Salt Lake City, the receipt was for a dozen red roses, and written on the back in Trevor's handwriting was a phone number with a Nevada area code. Later, I sat in my car outside the office building where Trevor claimed to work. I had called earlier, only to be told no one by that name was employed there. When Trevor arrived, he sat in his car talking animatedly on his phone, smiling and laughing in a way he never did at home. He then went into the building's coffee shop, where he appeared to be working for an hour before leaving. When I got home, Trevor was in the shower. I seized the opportunity to check his phone, which unlocked with our wedding date. What I found made my blood run cold. Text messages with someone named Amanda, filled with intimate exchanges and declarations of love. Photos showed Trevor with a woman I didn't recognize, both wearing wedding rings. The most recent message read, "Missing you, baby. Can't wait to see you this weekend. This whole situation is almost over." The next day, I visited attorney Patricia Henley, who specialized in complex divorce cases. "What you're showing me suggests potential bigamy," she said gravely. "This isn't just grounds for divorce. This could be criminal." She connected me with Detective Michael Torres, a private investigator who specialized in marriage fraud. "These people are skilled manipulators," he explained. "They research their targets extensively and become whoever they think you want them to be." That evening, I recorded Trevor on a call with Amanda. "She doesn't suspect anything. I think she's planning to file for divorce, which would solve all our problems. Once the papers are signed, I can access the trust fund and transfer everything before she realizes what happened." The prenup was a stroke of genius.